Today we are looking at the
forbidden things
in Fortnite Creative. Things that you're not allowed, and actually a few that are allowed to do in Fortnite Creative. Number one on the list is you are not allowed to use XP as clickbait anymore. I said anymore because that was actually allowed, and every Fortnite Creative thumbnail looked a little bit like this. Yes, we get it, you can gain XP in Fortnite Creative maps. But since April of 2022, you're not allowed to use any more XP kind of promotional things in your trailers, thumbnails, or whatever that is related to Fortnite Creative. While we do still see a little bit of XP icons everywhere, I think that it's still allowed to tell people, yes, you can gain XP with this map. I think it is still one of the best decisions that Fortnite has ever made. Number two on the list is you're not allowed to bait people with the supported creator device. This should be commonly human sense that you're not baiting people into using your supported creator code, but it had to be a rule change, and not once, but multiple times. There were so many changes to the supported creator device and things that you're allowed to do with the supported creator device and around the supported creator device that there's multiple blog posts about this device only, and there's actually a full blog post on the Fortnite website just for this one device and how to use it and how to not use it. And this obviously includes things like not baiting people with chests, devices, stuff like that to click on the device even though they really didn't want to click the device, they just wanted to open the chest. Or stuff like having it overly promoted in your maps, like putting it right into people's faces and having like crazy arrows and letters all around it to give more attention to the supported creator device. Number three on the list is actually something that I want to basically correct from past videos and stuff like that, which I was never really sure, and us Epic employees, they were also not really sure about the blood in Fortnite Creative. And yes, while you cannot use full blood splatters and you can use like crazy blood things, technically you're allowed to use minimal blood in Fortnite Creative. Because if we quickly take a look at the Fortnite Creative content guidelines, and then we go into the marketing activities and then go to the Fortnite is an ESBR PEGI 12 rated game, and then we click on the ESRB, we get greeted with the website of ESRB. And if we quickly go over the teen rated one, we can see that content is generally suitable for age 13 and up. May contain violence, suggested themes, crude humor, and minimal blood. And you can also gamble, apparently. So technically, if you just have like a little bit of blood, it should be allowed in Fortnite Creative. While it is still on the Fortnite Creative team to basically give your maps the goods to go, you technically are allowed to use minimal blood, according to the ESRB rating. Number four on the list is you cannot charge people to play on your maps. That doesn't mean that you cannot build maps for money, that is not the thing. So for example, if you charge $5 so people can play on your map. Even though I think with the new system there will be stuff where we can basically sell stuff in our maps and stuff like that. Maybe in the future, maybe this article was maybe like a little bit older and there was like not this whole like things that Tim Sweeney said about it. Kind of like in Roblox where you basically can sell tiers like for players, like kind of in-game battle passes for like Fortnite Creative maps technically. Maybe that has changed now with the time, but technically this is against the rules, so you cannot charge people to play on your maps. Number five on the list is something that especially the ones that are on Reddit have to listen very carefully. Copyright is actually allowed in Fortnite. If the copyright owner wishes for your content to be removed, it will be removed. Other than that, you can freely do copyrighted maps. You can do Minecraft worlds, of course, as long as the copyright owner has nothing against it. Then it will be immediately removed, but nothing will happen to you most likely, unless you like violate it multiple times and Epic is warning you, then you might get banned or something. If you want to recreate something from other games, you're free to do that. Unless obviously, and let's be completely honest, if you create something like SpongeBob, there's not a good chance that Nickelodeon is coming for your 1,000-player map and wants it to be removed. We also have seen very big maps from very big teams in the past which had copyright issues, and then they basically only had to change the name or had to change a few of the layouts or stuff like that. So I think it's very unlikely that your map that you created for fun for your friends is getting removed because it's copyrighted. And number six on the list is actually something that I just included because it sounded to me a little funny and a little bit also common sense, but you're not allowed to crash the servers. Your maps need to be a minimum of 30 FPS, and you should basically use like your best measurement of making that possible. I think that is one of those rules which I think that just shows us that we're never gonna get more than 100k memory in Fortnite Creative. But overall, I think yeah, just don't stack devices and don't do stuff that crashes the server. I think that's pretty easy to fulfill. So with that being said, this wraps it up, and let me know how many of these rules you actually broke. And don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, which is very important, subscribe, okay? And then I see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.